Alright, and we're almost ready to start. Let's go. Alright.
Daily Gardens open 400 chests in Mondstadt.
We're here with
10 open world
Magic
is
Llama doing his own thing on Genshin.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, we're streaming.
Haha.
The day I turned
Which you could
17,
stream.
I kidnapped a girl, so you're right off the bat, we're just gonna admit to it. Her name was Alice. Sociability was not the main feature of her character. In class, she was always quiet, especially with no one to talk to. A girl like her was not difficult to pull out of for a date after school. In the process, she readily agreed to come home with me, where I gave her some juice laced with sleeping pills. Alice fell asleep in just a few minutes. It's my first kidnapping. Not a bad beginning. Everything went according to plan, although with the dosage, I went too far. I lived with my uncle. His house was too big for just the two of us, so some of the rooms were empty. My uncle said for a long time that he wanted to rent them out, but he didn't post any ads. So I used one of them as my torture chamber. We have a torture chamber, let's go. Of course he didn't know that. Edward was the name of my uncle. He rarely went into the empty room. The only key card to the room was settled in my pocket. Edward always came home late, so today I had plenty of time to have fun with my new toy.
It's a little,
So, am I breaking terms of service by playing this game in any way?
probably.
It's likely. I'll pull them up on my phone here in a second. When I locked myself in the room with Alice, I felt the wave of heat swept through my body. My hands were sweating as I began to crawl along the rope. I don't think that's how you say it. Read it. My gaze darted hungrily from the sharp blade to the white skin of the motionless body and back again.
So he's mad torturing her. Oh.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be a little bit of like, ha ha ha.
Yeah, no, this isn't like a romantic story. This got weird fast. I licked my lips in anticipation.
Did this game cost money?
No, it was free, don't worry.
Ah, good. I was gonna say that's a big waste of your money then.
Yeah, just to, actually, let's go to options. Turn the music down a bit. Sound effect a bit. Alice's voice volume. Oh, not bad. Mods. There's mods for this game. Cool.
Yes, the one where you get a happy ending and the one where you get beaten to death by cops after figuring out you stole the woman.
Probably. Simultaneously with the excitement, bad thoughts came to my head. You kidnapped a girl. Well, what do you consider bad thoughts? I looked back at the closed door. Did I make a mistake? Did everything go well? I shook my head, shaking off my misgivings, and set about a task I had long dreamed of.
You're a crazy pedo, confirmed.
I'm a crazy pedo, please don't quote me on that. The only thing that matters now is that it's just the two of us, and that we won't be disturbed for the next few hours. I was getting excited about what was coming. Putting my tools aside.
Is this an RPG or what?
No, it's what are they called? It's a light romantic novel. No, it's like Doki Doki. What do you call that kind of game?
Let's see.
Yeah.
It's like a, it's a simulation game. I get it.
Hmm. I ran my hand up her thigh, touching the edge of her short skirt. Oh, please don't. This stream I just have to end like 3 seconds in. I don't know. I need to take off her clothes.
It gets TOS 3 seconds into the stream.
Hello, and welcome to me getting banned on Twitch. How may I help you today?
And it sucks. Can't even go back to whatever that one streaming channel is.
Mm-hmm.
One on Xbox.
Yeah.
Can't go back to Mixer. That one guy did for 2 days because he got banned. A loser.
Imagine though, 6 minutes in and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get banned. Oh well, let's click on it. Button by button, I slowly remove her shirt and froze in disbelief. Alright, so it's okay. It's bad, but not too bad. I think I'm good. I think I'm safe. There were bruises and other signs of beating under her clothes. I didn't hit her, so I couldn't have left those bruises. Then, where did they come from? Is she being beaten at home? And after all, she was only beaten where the clothes could hide the bruises, to avoid being seen by strangers. It seems that Allie was regularly bullied. In some places, there were fresh bruises filled with blood, in others, disgusting blackened spots. The older ones were slowly dissolving. I can even imagine how hard and painful it is to move in this state. Oh, so the psychopath is somewhat wholesome. But she came to school. I don't know. But she came to school every day and even smiled in rare conversations with her classmates. Perhaps she decided to go with me so that she could return home as late as possible. These thoughts made the desire to hurt her disappear. But I didn't change my mind, no. The strange feeling in my heart was probably not pity, but disappointment. After all, psychos like me can't feel pity, and can't empathize with others. When I kidnapped Alice, I wanted to enjoy her suffering, to see the first drop of blood on her smooth white skin, and now I can't get what I want. Okay, so he's not wholesome, he's just even more fucked up than before.
Crazy.
Yeah, her body is covered in injuries without my effort. It's like asking for a sweet birthday cake, but getting a stale, moldy cupcake. How can I fill Alice with pain and horror when she's already being bullied? After thinking about it, I decided to hide all the torture items that could indicate the real reason for the abduction, and when Alice wakes up, I'll send her home and find a better victim next time. Wow, the room is kind of cool. Do we live in the future? Like, the weird door is like an automatic...
Do you get to walk around at all, or is it just nah?
No, I'm just looking at the room from the new perspective they're giving me.
I see.
Ask if she's alright. I'm gonna keep silent for a bit. We looked into each other's eyes for a long time until she was the first to break the silence. Whoa, she's speaking Japanese. Wait.
Can't compute system breakdown.
Well, yeah, because the game is in English, but she just spoke Japanese. Those words froze me for a second. How did she know about that? Oh, what are you talking about? We were sitting here, you just passed out. Oh damn, she knows what I did! I've been put to sleep more than once. That's weird. So I know the feeling when I start to fall asleep after a sleeping pill. Put to sleep? I was more than taken aback by this news than when Alice said that I had drugged her. It's... Never mind. Why did you put me to sleep anyway? Did you do something to me? Hey, I didn't do anything wrong to you. She took her hand away. You're right. Is she speaking Russian? No, it's not Russian, I don't think. What language is that? What language is that?
English language.
Slovakian. I don't know. I told you. I know you put me to sleep. Stop dodging the question. I didn't know what to say. The awkwardness of the situation increased with every second. I didn't know what to do or what to say. It was necessary to change the subject urgently and try to take control of the situation. Where did you get the bruises? So you undressed me. Ah, I get it. Where are the photos? What photos? The photos of my body. No, I didn't undress you or take pictures of you, trust me. Then why did you put me to sleep? That is not true at all, and you still haven't answered my question. I will only tell you after I hear the truth. I hesitated. Should I tell the truth? Something like, oh, I'm sorry, I just wanted to torture you at home, but it's okay, I've already changed my mind, so you can go home. No, this is nonsense, then. I'm not sure if it'll work, but it's worth a try. Lowering his eyes and staring at me, he pretended to be very confused. The only way to get out of the situation, which would go without suspicion, is to come up with a sufficiently touching story. As far as I know, girls are more emotional or romantic than boys. I don't know if this girl goes that way though, like, she's been traumatized.
It sounds like she's gonna beat the hell out of him if he says something she doesn't like.
Yeah, I like you. And for a long time I have had the desire to kidnap a loved one, so I decided on my birthday to make myself a gift. Rubbing my hand, I continued to stare at the floor without looking at it. Who would believe that? Wait, you love me? Oh, I nodded certainly. Someone liked me, ... The recent wariness and anger disappeared smoothly. She smiled and her eyes lit up. It worked. Well, my lie worked. Although, I must admit, I did not expect much success and was already preparing to reduce the kidnapping to a mocking joke. To laugh in her face called her a naive fool for believing that such a handsome man like me... I mean, I am quite handsome, but can truly ask a mild-mannered girl like her out. Hey bro, this shirt, 20% off, link below, makes you that much more handsome. Just saying. Just saying.
It's not the plug I expected, but got it.
After this farewell, it's not that I could just go back and talk to her anytime soon. I must admit that Alice was not as simple as it seemed. I didn't manage to deceive her the first time, although I'm an experienced liar. But how can she immediately believe that I love her? While I was wondering in her naivety, she thought about something for a couple seconds in silence. It turns out that I was kidnapped by my classmate who's also crazy. Also crazy? Is she gonna admit something to me? Her voice has become more soft.
Yandere, she's actually been killing all your friends while you were asleep, and it was a dream the entire time that you kidnapped her.
Her voice has become more soft. I would even say melod... I'm not saying that word. What did you want to do next? Well, I wanted to let you... I want to let you two live with me properly. English? Alice laughed. Probably. You didn't think it through, did you? That's not, there's nothing funny about it. I frowned slightly, which confused my former captive. I'm sorry. It's not Germanic either, I don't think. It's not Japanese, I can tell you that much. It's closer to Russian, and it's not Germanic.
I don't speak any of those languages, so I'm sorry.
I don't think it's Swedish either.
I can tell you if
I'm sorry, I just always thought you were incredible. You have excellent grades in all subjects, you get prizes, you're good at sports. I never thought a guy like you would like me. It's the shirt, bro. 20% off, link below. I didn't think you were a bit stupid at all, after all. And this is said by the person who was kidnapped. How dare you? We laughed. The tension has disappeared. Alice relaxed and began to behave more freely and at ease. At school, she usually doesn't attract attention. During recess, she recently leaves the classroom, sitting at her desk with her head down or simply looking out the window. In general, an inconspicuous gray mouse. And now, I even catch myself thinking that she has a very nice smile. School, hobbies, music. We moved smoothly from one topic to another, consciously not thinking about the kidnapping, and did not notice how time flew by. The longer we talked, the more free Alice felt. She listened to me with genuine interest, sometimes even making various jokes in my direction and laughing sincerely. I listened to her stories and sometimes I couldn't help but smile. I got the feeling that Alice who goes to school with me and the Alice who is sitting next to me are two different people. I never thought Alice could be so sociable and happy. The next few hours passed quickly. We chatted about all sorts of nonsense. I was an idiot. Your uncle's home. It's late. I think it's time for you to go home. Your parents are probably already worried. My words made Alice suddenly sad. Her smile and the sparkle in her eyes were gone. It's like she's back in the ghost mess she always wore at school. I don't have parents. Ah, sorry, then who do you live with? With my stepmother and her boyfriend.
She does have parents.
She doesn't have parents, she's like...
She's lying to you.
Oof. She almost hissed the last words through her teeth. It was immediately clear to me that things were not going well at home. My guess was confirmed. The family does not favor her very much. ... Alice continued to sit next to me, not wanting to leave. I was silent and just looked at the time on my phone. Edward should be back soon, and if he sees Alice, I will have to explain. He's a good man, and will be happy if I bring a girl home, but Alice is not my girlfriend. I just kidnapped her and tried to torture her. Bind and hide in another room with a gag in her mouth is one thing, But to explain what Alice was doing and how we met, I didn't want to. Isn't it simpler to just say, like, hey, I brought a girl home, I like her, I
Yeah, I brought a
figured.
girl over after a date, blah blah blah. Haha, sorry.
I legitimately just, I brought a girl home, that's it, we're hanging out. Seeing my confusion, she
Exactly.
stopped. Alice glanced at me briefly, then for a moment pursed her lips, and with a sharp exhale stood up.
Прости, ты ведь не один живешь, а я и так задержалась.
I'm sorry, you don't live alone and it's already late. She went to the door with a noticeable reluctance. It was raining outside. Before leaving, Alice turned around saying the last words. Is that on the ground for what? That's
Said
weird.
I hate you and I know
We
you
live
were
in the
trying to
future, I can
molest
tell
me.
you that much. We gotta be living in the future.
Then how did she get
Я
drugged?
была бы не против,
Shouldn't we have an
если бы ты
implement against
действительно
drugs now?
похитил меня. С тобой уютнее.
Perhaps. Or maybe we don't.
More drug.
You know, I wouldn't
Man.
mind if you really kidnapped me. You're much more comforting. Man, the things this girl had to go through to be able to say that. And she left. Well, you let her leave.
She was kidnapped.
God damn. She wasn't kidnapped. We just like, apparently we don't want her anymore, so we're just gonna like, go home. Doorbell
Now
rang.
she knows you like them.
Клайв,
So
пожалуйста.
Oh damn, this is cute. Oh, okay, she's standing in the rain crying. Her shirt is wet, so
Richard, I'm a god.
did you get something?
It's hacked.
Huh?
I'm in the wall in Genshin.
What about the wall in Genshin?
I'm inside the walls of Genshin Impact, like outside the
Oh,
barrier.
Clive, please kidnap me. After voicing her insane request and holding her bag with a trembling hand, she smiled and cried. The smile on her face was just an artificial dam, ready to collapse at any moment under the influx of emotions, unable to contain the accumulated sadness and loneliness and despair. What happened to her? Why is she crying? Such questions did not linger in my mind for long because the way she looked now, her pain drew and beckoned. Her vulnerability and tears seemed to cry, lock me away from people and do what you want to me. On my doorstep stood not a sad classmate, but a victim begging her executioner to put her out of her misery. The sight of her made me want to hurt her again. A familiar wave of excitement ran through my body, my breath quickened, my hands trembled with impatience. I want to lock myself in with her again and run the blade over that soft skin. God damn it. I want to see her tears would flow with the drops of blood. Do you want to be kidnapped? Haven't you ever been considered the possible consequences? Poor Alice, I couldn't help her. I couldn't help it. I roughly grabbed her hand and led her to the same room. We were alone again. All that remains is to take a knife and...
Погоди, Клайв,
Wait,
ты
Clive,
хочешь сделать
you want to
это,
do this to me?
даже несмотря
Even
на
though
то,
I'm a
что
used
я
product?
использованный товар?
What are you talking about? And Liz told me everything. She worked as a prostitute.
That's why she was beaten.
Nah, that's her stepfather. I think I wanted to save money so that after coming of age, I could immediately leave my stepmother and her boyfriend and live separately. Her stepmother's lover liked to molest her, but Alice always locked herself in her room. Today, when she returned home, this man, as always, was drunk. Her stepmother was not at home, and he tried to rape her. She barely fought back and ran away from home, returning to me. She had nowhere else to go.
Теперь ты ненавидишь меня.
Soft spot for
Сейчас
that.
мне жаль, что занималась этим. Если бы знала, что такая, как я, могу кому-то понравиться.
Now you hate me? I'm sorry I did it. If I'd known someone like you would like me. Her tears started to flow harder.
Пожалуйста.
But please, let me stay with you. I'll do
It's a
anything.
30-second long game. Because it already sounds like the plot's over.
I mean, I have no idea how long the game truly is, but... I don't know.
There's an enema thing over here.
Anything, those two words stuck in my head. Will she consent to be the victim of my torture? While I was thinking about this, Alice continued to stand, waiting for my answer. I couldn't find any words to say, so I hugged her instead. This embrace was a fleeting impulse, which for some reason I instantly observed. And even though I didn't expect it... Oh.
Yo, your mic's doing thing again.
What?
Mike is doing that weird crusty noise again.
Okay, then give me a second.
No. Not anymore.
Nice, we're back.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's go back to the game. This is how we started living together. Clive, are you still awake? Dude, this man has a 4 mod. Dude, his setup is so much better than mine. God dang. And then
Yeah,
TV.
he's a creepy pedophile,
I mean, it is.
Richard.
No, my uncle apparently. He dresses nice too. I mean, like, nice shirt, nice blazer, the way he wears it. Hi, Edward. I need to prepare for tomorrow's task. Good. Just don't overdo it because I won't ask you to give me high marks. It's enough for me that you're happy. Yes, I understand. Well, I won't bother you. Dude, our PC and our chair and everything is dope. Like, dang. You didn't notice anything great. I locked the door and went to the balcony. Alice, you can come in, but quietly.
Все прошло хорошо.
Did everything go well? Yes. Initially, I wanted to put Alice in one of the empty rooms, but she was afraid that my uncle would still notice her. So she stubbornly demanded to spend the night with me. My room was spacious.
Did you say our uncle? They're married now? Wow.
No, not yet. My room was spacious. That was easy to lay another mattress. In theory, Alice would go to school with me. Edward's always left the house earlier, so there wouldn't be any problems. On Saturday, we could stay at home, and on Sundays, Uncle did not work, so Alice and I would just walk late until Edward falls asleep. The only problem was that my uncle could come into the room at night, so I started locking up. Since then, I've had many opportunities to talk to Alice. Maybe it's because we started living together. At school, she followed me everywhere. Why are you following me?
Что я должна делать?
What should I do? If you
Если ты
will
будешь
be
со
with me,
мной,
you will have
тебя
any
ждет.
surprises. What are the surprises? I'm not going to give in to such temptations. She came closer to me and whispered in my
Даже
ear,
если ты хочешь кое-чем со мной заняться.
even if you want to do something with me, it's nice. You're kidding. Hey, don't make such an indifferent face. Alice's conversation and behavior turned me on every time. After a while, I decided to finish what I started. Saturday. Alice, can I tie you up? Bro. Starts dating a girl. Day 2. Can I tie you up? The girl.
Literally no chill at all.
Like, oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Okay, so stop whistling.
Hurry! I have the Promised Neverland stuck in my head.
What?
Because it's spicy in anime.
Sure. Anyways, so will you let me? You're finally decided to show me your secret fetish, huh? We'll be glad for Alice is in a good mood today. I don't think she understands what's about to happen. I knew that she would not refuse me. During the time we spent together, it was easy to see that Alice had fallen head over heels in love with me. Now she was as docile as a trained dog. That's not the right thing to say, bro. I didn't read what it said. History. But before proceeding with my plan, I put a diaper on the bed so as not stain the bed with blood. A diaper. A diaper. And then,
Yo, I don't know if you should be looking at that anime anymore.
I don't know, but damn, maybe it'll be hot though. Alrighty. I tied Alice up and unbuttoned her shirt and taped her mouth shut.
She got buttons on her shirt. Do women do that a lot?
Do what?
Button.
Like unbutton themselves or wear shirts with buttons?
Button their shirts. Do they have button shirts a lot, or is that just like showing specific or whatever, you know?
It's a school thing.
Okay,
Like, you know how in anime all girls were like the...
Yo, how has he been washing those clothes? So that's my question. How is he getting
This
away
is
with just
this is
like his uncle?
barely day 2.
Oh, okay. So she's been wearing the same clothes for only 2 days. Got it.
I think so. And I mean, it wouldn't be that hard to just wash it himself. His uncle's never home. I'm guessing he's the one that does the chores.
But yeah, but what if his uncle's like, man, I got some ugly clothes on right now, and he goes to open the laundry machine, he just sees women's clothes, and he's like, son, I gotta talk to you. Are you a trap?
No resistance, on the contrary, she put her hands in the loops, waiting with interest for what would happen next. Just in case it turned up the music louder, the neighbors don't need to hear all the screaming. As soon as the blade of the knife flashed in my hands, Alice twitched but immediately fell silent, probably thinking it was a joke. How wrong she was. I put the knife to her slightly pale skin, which had already removed almost all the bruises. So, I don't know if I can show what's gonna happen next.
Is it gonna show it?
I don't know. Okay, the screen turned black, so...
Or
No, the screen turned black. There's only one small movement of the hand left. Pushed down, started bleeding. Mooing, resistance, fear. Tried to get out, but I tied her up tight. Just as I was about to make another call, I felt something was wrong. Why? Why don't I feel pressure? I've always wanted to do this, so why? I'm a fucking psychopath. What the hell have I done?
yo,
I dropped the knife and ran out of the room, leaving Alice bound down alone. At the moment, I realized before that I no longer wanted to hurt her. What the hell is wrong with me? I've been dreaming about this, dreaming about getting a knife, and I remember the trail of blood raining down Alice's chest, and I suddenly felt sick. My stomach felt sick, my throat felt tight, my body was bent in convulsions. I could barely contain my vomit. Pushing the nausea away, I leaned my back against the wall and slid down. Alice. Looking at the girl, I saw a person filled with pain. I often met such people on the street, their blank stare, quiet voice, la la la. Then why do I feel so bad now that I'm so close to realizing my dream? I'm crazy, crazy, crazy. You are. I have neither pity nor compassion. I'm a fucking maniac. With every such thought, I would slam my fist on the floor with a vicious frenzy, and my eyes would fill with tears. I don't remember how long I sat there, maybe a minute, maybe an hour. In a fit of anger at myself, time simply ceased to exist. Coming down a little, I got up from the floor. I need to untie Alice. I said, it's better this way. I don't want to see her again. I don't want to hurt her anymore.
Так значит, ты специально
So you
это
did this on
устроил,
purpose to
чтобы
kick me
выгнать
out?
меня?
I'm right? Not at all.
Тогда зачем ты сотворил со мной такую ужасную...
Okay, I need to read it. Then why did you do such a terrible thing to me? I do not understand. You really want to get rid of me? No.
Да.
Yes. She started shouting and started throwing dirty words at me. I just waited in silence for her to calm down.
Сукин
You
ты
son of a
сын.
bitch, then why did you hurt me? Because I'm a psychopath. I've always wanted to do this. In the beginning, I kidnapped you just to torture you. Then why did you stop? I don't know. I don't enjoy it. I always thought I wanted to hurt someone, but it turned out that this was not the case. Damn, I am such an idiot. We didn't say anything else. We just sat across from each other in silence, their eyes downcast. After a while, Alice broke the silence.
Клайд,
Hi, so you don't like me? I raised my head and looked at her. She looked more or less calm now. No, I never liked you. Oh, dang it. Come on, you know you liked her. Like, you don't want her, that's what you like. I want to say it. I got slapped in the face.
ты солгал.
You lied, I hit you.
Ненавижу тебя.
We didn't talk for the next few days. I didn't kick her out and she didn't leave after all. What? So you guys just living together now? Like, she's gonna live with you even though you guys are not dating, or do you love each other? So like, this is it?
oh,
One day, Edward came home from work. I left Alice locked in my room. You know, Clive, I've noticed that our food has started to go missing more often. Oh, it's because of me. Recently, I read on the internet that a sports person needs to consume a lot of calories. That's why sometimes I eat for two. Here's how. You're right. Man, I'm such a good liar. You were still eating when Edward spoke again. By the way, Clive, I also noticed that you started closing your room. Anything you want to tell me? Damn, it looks like I'm gonna have to use an excuse that I've already come up with just in case. I don't want to use it. Edward, I'm a teenager, and teenagers have some things they shouldn't talk about, do you understand? Are you joking? Are you jerking off? And then he just points at me with this, Ed, Come on, can an uncle please his nephew? No, no, that shouldn't happen. Sometimes
That
he
when he
acts
hits
like
him with the "What are you doing?" and then he's like, "Yeah, actually, I'm your step uncle," and then it turns into one of
that's a love triangle.
those.
Um, sometimes he acts like a child. What about the girl? Tense up. Does he know? Do you have one? I've never heard you say anything about it. I don't have a girlfriend, and however, I do not plan to start a relationship yet since studying already takes a lot of time. I think I need to relax sometimes. A girl would be nice. No, girls are such... No. Girls are such creatures that you waste your time on. I'd rather spend the next few years chasing my goals. It would have gone on like this if something hadn't happened a few days later that what I was so afraid of. Yeah, man, already? Alice's story. Clive had to stay at school after school. He gave Alice a key card. Alice left. She entered the house and the lights came on in the hallway and Edward came out of the hall. Well, hello, thief! Ah! Alice dropped the map Clive had given her. Clive's key card. Are you his girlfriend?
Да,
Huh? Yes.
да,
Yes, I'm
я
his
видела.
girlfriend. And Clive told me that he doesn't have a girlfriend, so why do you come without him? Well,
Ну,
Clive and I
мы
went to
с
study
Клайвом
at his
хотели
house. He gave me
позаниматься
the
у него
keys
дома.
saying you'd be out late. Edward pressed her with his gaze for a while. I see, everything is clear with you. It seemed to Alice that the atmosphere became more tense. I hope you know that you should always carry condoms with you. I'm just kidding. Don't be embarrassed. Come in, I'll make you some tea. Alice sat at the table. Edward made 2 mugs of tea and set the table. So how long have you been dating?
Около
About a
месяца.
month. Ah, it is clear who's died. Here I noticed on the floor all month. Alice did not know what to say and only looked down at the tea in confusion. Do you often come here after school?
Да.
Yes, Clive helps me with my lessons. How are you doing in school?
Да так.
So, not
Не
too well. I
особо.
hope that's alright. Oh, of course, nothing. Grades don't matter much. The main thing is that the person's personality, character, actions, and so on. I didn't do well at school myself, but that didn't stop me from going into business. And for some reason, Clive works so hard, spending all his free time doing it. He's a strange boy, but not a bad one. Sometimes, though, I can't figure out what's going on in his head. Did he tell you about his parents?
Нет.
No. It is Russian! I knew it. I'm not gonna save yet. They committed a double suicide in front of him. Oh, damn.
So off the gate, our uncle just spilled everything.
Yeah, so like, no softening it. So like, no saying, oh, he'll tell you someday. No. Just straight away. But like, why? Is he gonna tell us why? Alice raised her eyes for the first time and looked at Edward. There was no longer a smile on his face, only a faint sadness. After their death, I became Clive's guardian. He was only 7 years old at the time, and from then on he became withdrawn and didn't look happy at all. Although before, when I came to visit my older brother, this boy was a fun guy, but from the moment, everything's changed. Edward took a sip of tea. Alice could see by the tense expression on his face how hard it was for him to remember what had happened. When he was 12, he came home from school on one day and asked me how much I made. I don't know what happened to him that day, but after that, Clive started working hard. Studying distracted him from bad thoughts, and gradually he began to change for the better. He even started to smile occasionally at my jokes. When he was 15, I once said that teenagers should do something else besides study and sports. For starters, I suggested he should at least just watch a series with me about some brilliant psychopath. Clive said that he liked the series very much and asked for advice on something similar. I gave him some books, and later he started looking for books and movies he might like. Sometimes Clive tried to imitate the main characters of these works. However, all his favorite characters are psychos. Anyway, he has a hobby, though it's strange. He didn't scare you, did he? Like brandishing a knife or something? Alice almost choked on her tea when she heard this. Should I tell him, like, okay, should I just come out and be like, he hurt me, he like did this, or like lie?
Lie. Hold up, I actually have to go.
Oh, you have to go already?
Yeah.
Alright. Have a good one, bro.
Alright. Oh.
You can watch the stream while you eat. I'm just saying. I mean.
Well, I'm gonna be at a live restaurant, so I'm good.
Alright.
Alright, I'll be back in a little bit. So I'm gonna leave. I'm not gonna leave the PC on. I don't want to overheat it. I've never done it before, but might as well not try.
I mean, it won't overheat, but yeah, it's smart of you to leave it off. Alright. Have a good one. Right, that's that. So, we're going to... No, there was nothing like that.
Нет, что вы?
I just made a save. God dang it. Well, I thought so. Don't worry, it's just a joke. Alright. The conversation was interrupted by the doorbell. Sit down, I'll open it. And then we go from Clive's story. Edward, you're early. Well, I'm sorry for interrupting your upcoming This is just straightforward. There is no holding back in this. What? Alice came out into the corridor waving at me.
Привет,
Hi,
Клайв.
Clive. Alice? Damn it. Clive, don't be mad. I'm glad you have such a lovely girlfriend. Girlfriend? I looked at Alice, immediately signaled that I should keep quiet and understand the situation and started to play along. Damn, I told her to keep quiet about our relationship. Come on, I won't even mind if she stays the night. After coming of age, I can even allow you to live there. I can even allow you to live here together, but I still wanted to buy a separate apartment.
Правда?
Really? Alice, do you want to live at our house?
Да,
Yes, I would
я
love to. Wait! I quickly took off my shoes and dropped my jacket. Edward, I need to discuss something in private with her, if you don't mind. I took Alice's hand and went to the other room, slamming the door behind me. Are you crazy? Why didn't you hide when he came?
Он
He
пришел
came
раньше
before me.
меня.
You know you live with me?
Нет,
No.
дядя
Uncle
Эдвард
Edward thinks
знает,
you
что ты
sometimes
иногда
bring me home
бываешь
after school while he's
вместе.
away. There was silence. So we need to pretend to be a couple in love.
Клайв,
Clive, you
он
let
же
me live
разрешил
here.
мне жить здесь. Давай
Let's
ты
ask him to let
попросишь
me
его,
live with
что?
you. No, Alice, he's just joking. But I don't want to pretend to be your boyfriend. Why? Because you... I didn't say anything, almost blurting out the words former victim.
Потому что
Because
я
I'm a
шлюха.
whore, right? No, I didn't mean that. Eyes were red. Please don't cry. Everybody's waiting for us, okay?
Хорошо.
Okay. She held back the tears. That night, my uncle allowed her to spend the night with us, joking that she could stay here forever. This time she slept in a different room, and a month later, I finally slept alone. So quiet. The next day was Saturday. Edward went to work early as usual, and we stayed at home. I need to wake Alice. Get up, sleepyhead. Alice opens her eyes, looking at me with sleepy eyes, and pull the blanket tighter around her and lay on her side. Get up, I'll throw water on you.
Да
No,
хоть из
even
нас
if you rape, I'll never get up.
я-
Then I guess you won't mind if I eat your favorite Eggos.
Что?
What?
Не смей!
Don't you dare. She immediately stood up, the weakness of Sweet Tooth. That's such a weird relationship they're having. I didn't notice when we started talking again, except for the morning rise. Alice was the first to start the conversation. I think she's already forgiven me for stabbing her. I mean, it's just something so easy to do, you know? I mean, a month later, oh, you stabbed me? I don't even worry about it. She told me something at breakfast.
Клайв, я люблю тебя.
I love you. I know. I continued to eat with an indifferent face.
Понимаю, что тебе отвратительно встречаться с девушкой, которая спала с другими мужчинами за деньги. Но после моего похищения я бросила это дело. Пожалуйста,
I want to know what language
дай
it is.
мне шанс.
I understand that you are disgusted to date a girl who has slept with other men for money, but after I was kidnapped, I gave it up. Please give me a chance. It's not about that. You're just not my
Не в
type.
твоем
Not your type?
вкусе?
Then
Тогда
why did
почему
you
ты
decide to
решил-
kidnap? I already explained it because you didn't talk to anyone in class. I was sure that the choir girl would be the perfect victim.
Козёл.
Cool. Yes, yes. She stood up and snuggled up behind me. I could feel her breast against my back. Please let me in peace.
Так ты гей?
So you're gay? No.
Любой бы
Any
парень
guy who
отказался,
wouldn't mind being
когда
hung
его
like that by a
обнимают,
girl. It's just that I'm different from normal
потому
guys.
что ты гей.
Because you're gay. No.
Тогда ты
Then
импотент.
you're an impotent. Also incorrect.
Я поняла. Ты хочешь стать?
I understand that you want to become a monk. In response, I just didn't say anything. She was behind me, but only for a short time.
Клайв,
One day I will seduce you, and you will be mine. Well, good luck. I can recommend suitable literature.
дурак.
Cool. I didn't want to admit it, but I like spending time with her. I'm glad that we have started communicating again. And yet, she's not my type. I don't want a relationship to go any further than a friendship. If Alice wants to seduce me, then I will do my best to prevent it. One day she'll come to terms with it, and we'll just be friends. Friendzoned. Ending number 1 of 2. That's it? That's it? What? How could it have been it? Isn't there more to the game? I can search it out. Kingdom Come Part 2 on Steam. That's it. There is no part 2, though there are different endings, but I think we're going to end the stream here, and then later today I'm gonna do a stream of Amnesia. So if you wanna, yeah, it's Russian. Yeah, I knew it. English or Russian. So tune in for that. It'll be in a couple hours once it's darker, so we can play Amnesia pretty well and we can get scared. But thank you for stopping by, and give a follow if you want to. Also, 20% off on overpowered clothing. This is just a shirt, but they have a variety of products, and use code CHRONO for 20% off using the link below. Goodbye.